Yo, what's good, ladies? I told you when I say I'll be back, I mean I'm going to be back. The 49ers, breaking news, they traded the Chiefs for wide receiver Skyy Moore. This man is now on the Niners. They needed a guy. Hey, 49ers were like, listen, we need a wide receiver. They've been calling players, calling teams for players. That was the report this morning, and they boom, bang, they traded a guy that was drafted by the Chiefs in 2022. He was the 54th pick in the 2022 draft, second round, two-time Super Bowl champion, two-time first-team All-MAC in college. He played college at Western Michigan. He had some talent. He had some upside. He hasn't really turned that into much during the Chiefs' tenure. I know he's had some injuries as well. Young guy with some upside, and they did a pick swap. They didn't need to trade much for him. Let me see what you guys think about the trade. The Chiefs trade Skyy Moore and a 2027 7th-round pick to the 49ers in exchange for a 2027 6th-round pick. So it's a 7-6 pick swap in 2027. So they exchanged those picks, and then boom, the 49ers will get Skyy Moore. They needed this guy. This guy was banged up, man. They were banged up big time at wide receiver. So they get a guy that at least gives them some depth. They needed depth. We just got off a stream talking about Demarcus Robinson suspended for 3 games. Jacob Cowing, his hamstrings hamstrung. Jordan Watkins has the high ankle sprain. Ricky Pearsall, he's the only healthy guy. You got Brandon Ayuk dealing with his ACL recovery. Probably won't be back till week 6. They needed somebody, man. I hate that it's just the Chiefs we traded with. Yeah. I think that they should have got a veteran. This guy's young. Is it a bad pick? Is it a bad trade? A lot of Chiefs fans are happy. They're like rejoicing. So it kind of seems like this guy, again, he didn't live up to his potential. 2nd-round pick. He's had a lot of drops. He's got some bad highlights out there. He had injuries, but sometimes you just need a second chance. Again, young player with some upside. I think that's the way I look at it. Now, there were better players out there, maybe like, Amari Cooper, but this guy's very young. He's still on his rookie contract, and he was born in 2000. So what is that? He's 25 years old. He's 24. He'll be 25 in September 10th. So he's still very young. I think that's why the 49ers were okay with making this, is getting a guy with a little bit of upside. He's still got a couple more years in those legs compared to a guy like Amari Cooper, who hasn't even, suited up and practiced during the offseason. So I think that's where you look at it in terms of, okay, this is a young guy. He has some upside, and we'll bank on the potential. Let's just hope he can stay healthy. He had injury last year, right? So let's take a look. He did get so he played to the 2003 season. He played in the 2022 season. Last year, Skyy Moore was placed on the injured reserve due to a core muscle injury. So again, missed last season. That's unfortunate. He's probably coming in with a chip on his shoulder. He scored his first career regular season touchdown in the Chiefs Week 2 game against the Jaguars last year on a 9-yard catch. And then he was placed on the injured reserve in December 18th, 2023. He finished the regular season in 2023 with 244 yards and 21 receptions with 1 touchdown. So again, he didn't get a lot of opportunities with the Chiefs, which is a team that has a lot of options usually, right? His rookie season, he had 16 games. He started 3 as a rookie. He finished with 22 receptions for 250 yards. And again, he's a guy that he has some talent. He hasn't been given a multitude of opportunities with the Chiefs. He's had some injuries, but he was a 2nd-round pick. He has some upside. He's 25 years old. Well, he will be 25 next month. So I don't hate it. I don't love it. I give it maybe a C. I think it's an average type player. You're only doing it for a 6th, 7th-round pick swap. So it's not like you're getting a guy that's a game changer, but they needed depth, and it was a cheap option. I think that's what it is. You get a cheap option. You don't give up much. You get a young guy. Boom. Simple as that. Let's see. Julius says, as soon as Raj hops off the live, breaking news. Dude, as soon as I hopped, I was like, breaking fucking news. I couldn't believe it. Bad picks is that Ninja Dan. Tej Beat says the dude's ass. Yeah, again, he hasn't really shown too much in the league. I'm not going to sit here and say he's a game changer. He's not an elite player. He's a mid player at best, So you guys are totally right. I'm not going to sit here and say you're wrong. He's not. Bro, we can't sit here and hype up every player. He has been bad in his career. Chiefs fans are clapping that they're excited that they got rid of him. He's kind of like, it's like when the Niners got rid of Dante Pettis. It's like when the Niners got rid of Ronnie Bell. That's how Chiefs fans are acting. So it doesn't give me a lot of confidence. But again, he's a very young player. Chelsea says, don't worry. He came to a team with 0 injury problems. Yeah, okay. Chelsea says his injury sheet is longer than the stat sheet. That's not good. MSQ says, I'm pretty optimistic on Skyy Moore. He had some key moments in the Super Bowl against Philly. He did. He had a game, he had a good touchdown. He had some key moments in the 2022 game in the AFC Championship game against the Bengals. Like, he's had some moments. Like, there's been moments where I'm like, okay, this guy looked good. He has the potential. The injuries have really hurt him. And then he's had some drops here and there during the seasons. But again, I think the injuries have really been what's dampened his career. So he has had some moments in the playoffs. So, yeah, you got to give him that. He has had some bright moments in this league. Tej Beat says, this dude is ass cheeks. Hey, I'm not going to sit there and argue with you, tell you he's not. I'm going to tell you he's great. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you guys got to believe this pick. I just hope we get some guys that can go out there and catch the ball, because there's this receiving core right now is bleak, right? So that Ninja says, hope he does good. You never know. Again, that's the way I look at it. I hope he does good. Like, hey, I'm not going to sit here and tear this man down. I hope he does good, because we need him to do good. Absolutely. We didn't have to give up a player at the end of the day, just a pick swap. So it's a low risk, could be a decent reward type trade. That's all I'm saying. We should have signed Raj instead. No, you shouldn't have. RF Gang says, might as well sign Jerry Rice or TL. Might as well at this point. Enrique said he has made some key plays for the Chiefs during important games. He has. And again, it's a very, very good point that he has. Julia says, all I got to say is sky's the limit. Yeah. You win the day. Win the day. Ted says, we need a real wide receiver. I know. But unfortunately, we have one real wide receiver. His name is Ricky Pearsall. We have another guy, Juwan Jennings, but who knows what's happening with him. And then Brandon Ayuk is ACL, still dealing with that. So the 49ers 2025 says, what's up, Raj? What's up, man? This offseason is giving me migraines, and we haven't even started the season yet. Chelsea says, any chance they sign another one? Absolutely. I think they're still looking to, I don't know if they're going to trade. I don't know if they're going to sign somebody. I still think they'll sign one. They need more guys. I mean, again, Demarcus Robinson, we just got off a live talking about he's suspended for 3 games. Jordan Watkins, high ankle sprain. Jacob Cowing, his hamstring is re-aggravated. That's not a good injury. So you have 3 guys right there. Probably won't play week 1. Most likely. I don't know. Maybe Watkins will play. And then you have Juwan Jennings. We don't even know if he's going to be played. We don't even know what's going on with his contract. Juwan Jennings, if he doesn't play, you needed some more depth. So you want to throw Robbie Chosen out there week 1? I think you go sign another receiver. So I do think there's still a chance they get another wide receiver, but not that. I don't know if it's going to happen this week. So they still got the preseason game coming up. I mean, they got enough guys to get through that game. And then tomorrow they got to cut some people to put, this guy on the roster, to put Skyy Moore on the roster. So 49ers 2025 says, I was hoping for Romeo Doubs. I was too, 100%. But the Niners, they're not going to give us Romeo Doubs. They're going to go to the 99-cent store and get a Skyy Moore, which, hey, beggars can't be choosers at this point. We just needed body. Like, at the end of the day, I sat here for a good 25 minutes with you guys saying we need a wide receiver, end the live, and boom, we get a wide receiver. So there you go. I hope I don't have to go back into therapy after the season, says Renee. You might need to, and I'll be your therapist to help, get our frustrations out through the season. But after the season, you might want to get another therapist. Our F Gang says, any wide receiver you think will be let go during cut down time? I honestly think the Packers have said they might actually cut Romeo Doubs. They might just cut him. If they cut him, I'm hoping we take him. There's plenty of undrafted guys out there. Jerry Rice Jr. might get cut. Like, there's guys out there, 100%. And then Gabe Davis will still be available if he doesn't sign this week. Amari Cooper, there's still bodies out there, throughout the season. So we'll see how it plays out. One man's trash is another man's treasure. But hey, the 49ers, They added Skyy Moore. I don't know how happy you guys are. I'm just happy we got a guy. Again, it was relatively for not much. He didn't give up much. You know, a pick swap late round. I think that's okay, you know, in terms of getting a guy that could come in and at least be serviceable for a few weeks. But yeah, hey, who knows what's going to happen? I'm happy we got a receiver. Would I have been happier if we got a better guy? Absolutely. But again, beggars can't be choosers. But he did have some catch issues. But again, he's got some upside. He's made some big catches throughout his career, but he's also had some issues with some drops and some bad moments, and injuries have been something that has plagued him throughout his career. And it's not good for the 49ers, who are dealing with injuries themselves. 49ers 2025 says, I see Skyy as a kick returner or punt returner for us. Possibly. He's done good. He's got a nice punt return highlight against the Seahawks a couple years back, or actually recently. I think he's got speed. That's the thing. He's got speed. Niners could definitely use a burner at receiver, but I know they got Junior Bergeron, but maybe he gives Junior Bergeron a run for his money through the season. So we'll see. End of the day, you got some depth. We were screaming, we were crying for it. So at least we got some depth there. That's a good thing, right? My man Julius says, end the live so we can get more breaking news. I'm going to hop on Instagram. I'm going to end the live here. But of course, if there's more news, we'll be back. Niners, I'm leaving the live. Let them get some breaking news. You guys have a good one. Drop your comments. Let me know what you think about the 49ers getting Skyy Moore from the Chiefs. Pick swap 2027. Niners are in shambles. Week 1 hasn't even started. Unbelievable. Have a great night.